Hello people, this is Magnus from Team Lavapotion coming at you with another game development update. First of all, I want you all to know that we will be starting with weekly raffles, handing out more closed alpha keys each weekend. So please check out our Discord in order to potentially gain access to the game before the release. But enough about that, let's get on with the development stuff. Carl has been working extremely hard these last few weeks. There are a lot of things that needs to be done before we go into early access. He has created a new layout for the town on the adventure map and made it a bit more tight so it doesn't take so much real estate on the adventure map, because we kind of felt there was a problem that as the town expanded, it really took up a lot of space around the main building, and it kind of made for a bit not so good level design. So this is the new take on it. We think it looks really good and we hope you like it as well. There is also, of course, much more going on the design side of things. Carl has worked, or reworked I should say, the spell system, where the scaling based on your wielder level has been removed, like the power scaling of the levels. Instead, you scale the power level of the spells based on skills associated with each essence. Albin, our design intern, is truly helping us a lot because he's making sure that the translations are working or progressing as intended. In this list you can see all the languages we are currently working on, and the green/blue bar represent how much of the translations are finished. So overall about 50% for all the languages we are trying to get into the game before early access starts. Niklas and the tech team have worked on the lobby, the multiplayer stuff, so you can now invite your friends to a game with the multiplayer overlay found on the different stores we are supporting, like the stores that you can actually buy the game. Niklas has also added the ability to change region in the game and introduce a game code for joining if you don't have each other added as friends when you want to play together. The look and feel team has done some really good quality of life changes, meaning that you can now use only the mouse button to interact when you want to do some kind of basic moving of troops or split them. So you can have a quite convenient or relaxed couch play style. Andy has been creating new victory screens for the adventure along with Christian, so we can kind of really give you a nice flavor that is faction specific when you have won a game or a match. And here you can see all the different variations for the 4 different factions. From left to right we have Arleon, Baria, Loth and Rana. Christian has also tidied up the various UI for the different factions, and overall adding just a few more tweaks, details and textures, because each faction has their own unique UI in the game. Christian has also made a new version of the wielder sheet, which emphasizes powers more. It used to be a part of the skill lists, and yeah, just general improvements overall. And this goes kind of hand in hand, excuse the pun, with the handshake screen or the trading screen, where 2 wielders would meet up to kind of exchange troops and or artifacts with each other. Same goes for Baria, which has also got a bit of a facelift. And yeah, Andy has been working on research icons, as I mentioned previously, and Christian has been working on smaller icons for the different kind of research tabs in the UI. So you have Arleon in the top row, Loth in the middle row, and a combination of Baria and Rana in the bottom row. And here we have more details of the Baria UI and the research icons, how they look inside of the game. And here we have the Loth UI and the Loth icons and how they look inside the game engine. The look and feel team have been working on the lobby, or like the pre-adventure screen, where you choose which faction you want to play as, what team color you want to have, and now you can also pick which specific wielder you want to play as. There will also soon be added to this AI toughness level, so expect a few more tweaks for this one. The look and feel guys have improved how you interact with the game when you want to purchase troops. They have made it much more clear that when you purchase troops to your town, they actually stay in the town, and you'll have to manually move them to your wielder if your wielder is not placed inside of the town. This is because a few players we noticed didn't really understand how to interact with the town, or they thought they were buying troops to their wielders when they were actually buying troops to their towns. So yeah, this workflow has been improved. David has also worked with a lot of smaller VFX updates. For instance, this Fey Fire VFX, which I think looks really cool. He has also made sure that when something like a troop appearing out of nowhere on the adventure map during the campaign, that this looks a bit more interesting. So I think this is a great improvement. David has also, together with Anders, updated a few of our spell effects. In this spell called Entangle, he has kind of changed how the sprite appears around the troop that gets entangled. And he has also got help from Anders to change the Ice Bolt spell with completely new assets to make them more kind of coherent with the visual style for our game. And I think there's also just fully new sprites for the Boiling Blood spell, which you can see. I think it turned out pretty nice. Then the art team has created a few more buildings for the adventure map. It's Cordian along with Anders who has been working on these. Just a few more fun things for us to use when we create levels, and of course for you players when you get to try out the level editor. Patrick has been creating a mirror tool for the level editor, and we think this can be really useful when you want to create fair and balanced levels which are specifically designed for a set amount of users. So you could mirror it in various different ways depending on which type of tool you use. Anders has also created new blockers or barricades, the combat grid, which are a bit more sturdy looking and are supposed to take a little bit more heavy beating during the combat. Cordian has worked on magic barriers and the building that opens up the magic barriers. So you could probably create quite interesting labyrinth style or co-op missions where you have to kind of reach different kind of keystones in order to unlock various parts of the map. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what people will do with this functionality in the level editor. Patrick has also made sure that we now have several different colors for the portals in the game. So it's up to the level designer to decide which colors a portal gets. And that's it for today, folks. Of course, I want you to like, subscribe and hit the bell button. And don't forget to wishlist and follow us on Steam. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Have a great day. Bye.